All right, guys. Welcome to our preview for week 9. Oh man, guys, week 9. 2 more weeks left in the regular season before the playoffs. It's getting to the nitty-gritty of the season. Um, I believe it's 2 more games. We play 11. So first game, 12 p.m. game. Interesting game. We have the Thunder versus the Sixers. Mr. Peoples, who you got and why?
Are you gonna make me go first?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the Sixers.
You got
I
Sixers
think
for?
because they at least have a. Well, I mean, they have a. I think they have the better score and Miles Burdens, and they will have a sense of voice, hopefully, with Townsend and everybody, that they'll be able to, do what they have to do against the Thunder. So I pick the Sixers.
Yeah, I would. Ooh, man. I don't know who's gonna show up for the Thunder. Um, but I don't think the Sixers are good enough. Oh, I don't know because the Thunder defensively is just not a good team either. Like they should be way better defensively than what they are, but team defense is all about communication, and they don't talk to each other. So it's I might have to go Sixers based off the unselfishness of the Sixers. I don't care how bad they're losing. The Sixers move the ball. The Sixers move the ball around. They do. Multiple people take shots. It's not just one guy taking all the shots. Miles Bergens is second in scoring right now for the league. But like I see him pass up like shots to like people to get them going throughout the entire game. And his body language is amazing. Like Miles Bergens never has bad body language, no matter what's going on the floor. Whether he's frustrated, even if you can see it, his body shows that I'm going to continue to play and continue to be. You don't see him crying for calls. You don't hear him out there loud barking at people, but he's out there. Like I think that his temperament and he can get this Sixers team to get over the hump. But I haven't seen enough from the Thunder to say how they would win. So I'm gonna go Sixers for this one. And then we have for the 1 p.m. game, we have the Grizzlies Warriors. This is a possible game of the week. I I'm gonna let you go first as well since I have to pick the Grizzlies. But who you got winning, Mr. People?
Ooh, that's a haul. But I'm gonna go.
We will have Chris.
I'm gonna go Warriors.
Okay. Why
I'm
Warriors?
gonna go Warriors because scoring. I just feel like they just have natural born scorers on their team. And this will be a type of game that Antonio really play chess on the floor, and Tyree and everybody. I just think at this moment the Warriors are the better team at this moment, and yeah, I just roll with the Warriors with this game.
Okay. Well, me personally, I have the Grizzlies winning. Due to the fact that defensively, with the roster that we have, we can match up with this team. We rebound for rebound. We can match up Latrell and Chad. If you want to talk about strengths and guards, we have Jeremiah for Antonio Marshall. We have Wally Watson, who's solid defensively, who can keep up with Tyree. To try to at least chase him off the line, to try to force him to take shots that he doesn't necessarily want to take, but take the shots that we're making him take. This is what we really have to try to do with Tyree. Otis, we just really have to like pressure him to take shots he doesn't want to take either by shutting everybody else down. We got to make Otis beat us. You got to make Otis is gonna have to make shots against us. Is how I feel the Warriors would have to win. Otis would have to have a good game because I feel like we're gonna focus on really the only person on this team that I feel like makes them hard to match up with is Kwani. It's KB. He'd be the X factor for this game if you had to ask me. So when it comes to game planning him, whoever's guarding him straight up, is just gonna have to do a really good job on him. But I think that with Chris, looking for when Chris plays good games, like when he plays against higher competition, the Nets they kind of took him out of his game by forcing him to like catch the ball further outside the rim. So we're gonna try to establish him closer to the basket to be able to make something happen, get to the free throw line, get some easy ones. And Chad is just gonna have to have a really good game. But I believe that with what we've seen from myself and our reserves, especially this last game, when you had two guys that don't play the full game score 20 plus, um, I think coming off that last game, we're pretty confident. So I think the Grizzlies match up with this Warriors team better than people probably think. And then we still have Daryl Harris who's out there who can give us something. We have Rich Kirk who can go out there and give us some rebounds, some defense, make some plays, make some shots. I think this would be a really good game. We just have to lock in defensively more than anything, and we have to make the easy one. That's all I really got. I got the Grizzlies winning, but I see this one being a close game from beginning to end. Okay. That's how I see it in my mind. But of course, I want the blowout. Absolutely, I want the blowout if we can get it. But hey, Warriors are 7-1 team for a reason. So, all right. Next game we have the Magic versus the Nets. I'm not even going to explain myself for this one. I got the Nets winning this game pretty easily. The Magic, I don't know. I don't see who on this Magic team. Like I said, if they blew a team out and only scored 63 points, the Nets just scored 89 points against a higher scoring Bulls team. This Nets team adjusts to whoever they play. It's like a flaw in a sense because their games are close for no reason. Like all the Nets games have been just close. Like, and it's like I haven't seen them really put their foot on the gas and like blow a team, like just blow a team out the water yet. They may have one game, but I can't recall it at this current moment. But this Magic team is a perfect opportunity for them to do it because the Magic have to play a zone because playing man they won't be able to keep up. Not that I believe. So I got the Nets winning this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I got the Nets winning. I mean, it's pretty clear, so there's not too much I have to say. Nets gonna win that game.
And for the Lakers and Celtics game, which is the next game, the 3:00 game, this game I believe should be game of the week. I want to see Vashawn Sims go up against the Terrell Hendricks, the Dre Jr., the Tone Brooks. I like the guard matchup in this game. I'm gonna go Celtics in this game, and it's gonna be because of the size. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to guard K-Ball. If K-Ball shows up, I don't see anybody being able to guard him. Like nobody. They're like, I don't know who's strong enough to do it, who's skilled enough down low to do it. Lakers are gonna have to score a lot of points. I mean, but then then you still got Phil. JJ's gonna have to guard Phil. Like if they had Mark, this would be a little different because Mark might be able to guard Phil, but like, they have two. They have two big. So it's I just think the size, and then they still have the shooting, and then they still have the guard play, and the Celtics still have the solid defense, and then they have the shooters in Josh Granger and Christian Straw, and they. I think that the Celtics are just more complete. So they can win this game in more ways than one. Terrell Hendricks will probably just have to go off, and Tone would have to go off. Like they would have to just score a lot of points to beat the Celtics team. But I got the Celtics. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Celtics as well. They just, I believe they just have a little bit more, especially if they have all their players. They just have.
And if Jared shows up, then I really don't think that the Lakers are going to win.
Yeah, I'm going with the Celtics.
Yeah, I feel that. There's not much to explain. It's not much to explain. It's not that the Lakers can't win, but if you pick the Lakers, it would definitely, you would win more money if the Lakers won than if the Celtics won. That's how I feel. So like the odds are definitely in the Celtics' favor, yeah. But hey, if the Lakers pull this one off, I would tip my hat off. Then next game, 4 p.m. game, we have the Spurs Bucks. This is the most even and close knit it's going to be next week. Outside, I believe, maybe the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Mr. Peoples, who you got to watch?
I think I'm still gonna roll with the Bucks.
Mm.
I think Bears is gonna have a bounce back game. Um, they'll be able to. I think Quan is gonna be able to be more effective this game and things of that nature. Um, and Brian is there also. I think they have enough to overcome the Spurs, but like this is like a 50-50 to me. I'm picking the Bucks because I gotta pick somebody, but the Spurs can definitely win this game. For as many reasons I just named as well. All the pieces that they have and things of that nature. So like it's 50-50 for me. But since I have to choose, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the Bucks. So,
I'm gonna go Bucks because, to be honest, Micah, Micah's my concern. Um, he's way better than what he's been showing us, and I don't know what it's gonna take for him to like wake up for this team necessarily. When he's out on the floor, he does a lot of he doesn't move the ball a lot when it gets to him off a swing. If he brings it up the floor, then he'll make that pass and move it. But if the ball is swung to him, he's in the shooter's mentality, and if he's not making the shot, it can hurt his team for sure. Um, I think the Bucks are a little more disciplined than the Spurs, so I'm gonna go Bucks based off discipline. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks, but just purely off discipline. That's the only X factor. Outside of that, I believe the talent is equal. I think the talent on both teams are equal. I just think that the discipline of the Bucks is much better.
I agree.
All right, and then last game of the day, Bulls versus Heat. You got to pick the Heat, Mr. Peoples. You coach them.
Well, got to, but
No, you better not pick the Bulls.
no, I'm picking the Heat. Actually, um, I, I'm picking the Heat. That's all I got to say.
All right, I got the Bulls, man. This one's an easy one for me. This is an easy one for me. I don't think the Heat are gonna score as many points as the Bulls. I don't think the Heat are good enough defensively to stop the Bulls from scoring. I just don't think so. I think Sean Ort guarding those big guys. Nick Crow, if Nick Crow sees Sean on him, he's gonna. I think Sean's gonna foul. Sean's gonna get in foul trouble. I'm not gonna say he is, but that's just how I feel if he's guarding Nick. Seth was more aggressive last game. He took 7 shots, made all 7. I would like to see him more aggressive, at least pounding the ball in the paint. You know what I mean? To put some pressure on this Heat defense. This Heat team runs in transition though. But also this Bulls team does run it in transition too. They do run in transition now, which is something they didn't do the past few seasons. But they've definitely gotten adapted to running on the break, finishing on the break, making that extra pass. Like I said, Nick Crow just came off a 7-assist game, so he was locked into a game plan. But this Heat team is not big enough for the Bulls, and they don't score enough. So I got the Bulls.
All right.
All right, guys, and that ends our preview for Week 9. After this one, we have 2 weeks left, and then we have playoffs. Oh my God, the seeding is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. So I think me and you both have the Sixers over the Thunder. You have the Warriors. I have the Grizzlies. We both have the Nets over the Magic. We both have Celtics over the Lakers. We both have Bucks over the Spurs, and we split Bulls and Heat. So the only splits we have is the Warriors, Grizzlies, and the Bulls, Heat. Possible game of the week may be Spurs, Bucks, or Lakers, Celtics. I think it's going to end up being Lakers, Celtics. But we will see. And that concludes, guys. We will see you guys on Sunday. Take it easy.